He stood there, the only thing left alive in the city, watching with exhausted eyes. He was doomed for eternity. He always knew that. He knew he'd have to see the people he loved die, leaving him alone. But he never thought one day he would have to see everything die. Not even nature there to give him a spark of hope. What was hope anyway? A blessing, they said. But it never brought him peace, like it did for others. Hope was torture for him. It had always been. He was stuck there, a mere statue that no one knew was alive. A piece of stone that trapped his body. That was all that was left of him. He was bound to hold the sky up with those hands that now turned to stone. His flesh had been eaten away centuries ago, but his soul never died. Still trapped there in the statue, carrying out the duty he was meant to do for eternity. He looked around him, seeing the dark landscape in front of him. He had seen several horrors, but none compared to this. He had been alone all his life, yes, but now he was truly isolated. No one alive around him, not a human, not a plant, not even the smallest bug of the earth. It was then, for the first time in the millennia he lived, that he truly wanted nothing more than to die. The huge pit off in the distance, which once contained the serene waters of a beautiful lake, was now filled with the dead. He could almost feel Charon of the underworld looking up at him and feeling sorry for him. For though he ferried the dead over the river of lost hopes, lost dreams, lost souls, Charon still saw more life in those dead souls than what this trapped soul was seeing in front of him. He stood there, completely alone, the dry air blowing against him, the sky filled with shades of black and brown, the dust, the blood, the bodies everywhere. The very thing he swore to protect had collapsed in an instant around him, and he could do nothing but watch it all die. He prayed to the gods that had trapped him here, but there was nothing they could do, for they too had ceased to exist. With humanity, the gods, the immortals, had died too. He was an immortal being. He never cared for humanity more than the few he loved. He had chosen to take up this duty because of the small love that he did have, even if that love was never returned. But who would have known his act of love would bring him the worst fate of all? He was now here, in the land of the dead, the only thing alive. The earth itself would fade and collapse, leaving nothing but cold and darkness, and he would still be here after millennia, the only soul trapped here forever. He was destined to be alone, and he was destined to suffer through it for eternity. And as he wept silent tears, he hoped for nothing more than for his consciousness to fade, leaving him there, trapped and numb forever.